Hi everyone, I'm Margaret. Welcome back to my channel. And I finally figured out that if you have the phone horizontally recording, it'll show up like a normal video on YouTube. Anyways, so I've been filming it vertically. So yeah, that's new. Um, so I prayed to God asking, what can I do of service with all my gifts and talents? And I was called to make a video about parenting. So I have two kids, two boys, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And my 4-year-old throws the wildest tantrums, like screaming on the top of his lungs over a small upset, crying nonstop, just wow, 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 like so loud where you just you just can't hear anything else. And it's almost impossible to soothe him. And there are times when, I say, stop crying, stop crying. I'm gonna take that away if you keep crying. Lots of threats, lots of yelling. Nothing works. So my 4-year-old, he's very emotionally intelligent. He can really, he has great speaking skills, and he can really tell you what's wrong. So if I can just calm him to a point where I can tell, when he can tell me what's wrong, then I feel like I would be able to help him better. But the intention of helping him is not really to understand. It's really to just get him to stop crying and get him to be done with this. Get him to be done with his tantrum. So per usual, screaming, crying, nothing works, threats, stop it, bedtime. And he managed to say, I'm sad because I'm not your best Ryan anymore. And that really hit me, that he's sad about like him. I needed help with something, and Levi, the younger child, beat him to it and helping me, and he got really upset. So his upset wasn't even about that anymore. It was more about like the way I was approaching it. And the way I was approaching it was just me going down to his level of energy, of emotions, and just saying, stop it, stop it, stop it. And that was what triggered him to say, I'm not your best Ryan anymore. Like, he felt like I no longer saw him as like my wonderful, great kid, and I saw him as like somebody who's troublesome, somebody who's being annoying to me, somebody that's like bugging me. And that was what he was perceiving from me when I keep yelling at him to stop. The truth is, he really does need to stop. And what he really needs is unconditional presence. He needs to be recognized. He needs to feel understood. He needs to be able to feel like even if he's sad, he is loved, and I will try to be there for him, or I will be there for him. Like that safety, not pretend caring. Because every time I would like pretend caring, he would know. He's like, no, no, you're not sorry. No, like he just knows. Like the energy you're giving off is like, please stop doing this. I'll say what you need to hear so that you'll stop being this way. But what he really needs is, I am with you even though you are that way. So what I winded up saying is, okay, I see that you're so sad. I'm gonna sit here with you even though you're sad. I'm gonna sit here with you for as long as you need me to, and we can get through this sadness together. I can be with you while you're sad. Something along those lines. I don't remember the exact words. And just like automatically, just like me dropping into like complete unconditional presence helped him calm down. Now he still cried, and I went on saying, you're sad because you wanted to be so helpful, but Levi beat you to it. And he's like, yeah. So like, you have to begin to voice to him you understood the situation, or you need to be open to like seeing his perspective of the situation and not just like not your perspective. Like from my perspective, it's like, it's not a big deal, Ryan, stop crying, it's just so small, you can always help me next time. Or like these kind of statements would never work because he feels like misunderstood, he feels like I don't get him. So you need to repeat to him his perspective. That's validation. So unconditional presence and validation. And then he's able to slowly like get out of that sadness and anger that you keep trying to get him to stop crying, and just be more open to suggestions. That's when he's open to suggestions. So I would say, hey, I have something else I need you to help with. Do you want to go check that out and see if that's something you want to do? And or just like name some of his favorite things to do that's, you know, along the lines of like being helpful, or like something that he can feel like you'll be proud of him for, like some kind of action step he can take. And that really helped. That was almost like he went from like 100 down to like maybe 10%. Like he's still like whimpering a little bit, like crying, like pouty, but it was not screaming at the top of his lungs, shutting the whole world out. And it was eye-opening because this is actually like the first time that I managed to be that unconditional with him. Because when he said, I'm not your best Ryan anymore, it made me realize that like what kids really need is for you to always see them at that good light, like that really loving light. Because as an adult, when you get into a conflict with your partner, you would want him or your partner to treat you like you're still that special person to me, instead of like reacting ego to ego with anger. Yeah, so I hope sharing my little conflict today with Ryan helped you understand, if if you go through this, if you're a parent, that you would also see what it is that they need to help them get through it. Yeah, I hope this video helps. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.